I will crack, but you'll never stop me from staring back. What am I? How did you do that? Who helped you? Tell me. Actually, it doesn't matter. Come and save the final guard. I'll be as shocked if you don't come and save her as she'll be if you do.
Do you realize how many bones you've got left for me to break? Oh God, please don't hurt me. I'll tell you what I know. Riddler, talk.
Please, don't hurt me. I'll talk.
I knew you would. How much do I need to hurt you?
No, I'll talk.
That's never in doubt. Tell me everything you know about Riddler.
Riddler? Yeah, no problem.
Thanks. Tell me what I need to know, or get ready to hurt.
Please don't hurt me. I'll talk.
Of course you will.
Whoa.
This can be as easy or as painful as you like.
No, don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything.
I knew you would.
Yes, that guy gives me the creeps. Everywhere. They can see everything we do, just like they don't care. It's just a trick. Screw you and Arkham City. Look out! Batman's here! Batman! Batman! remains in Arkham City somewhere. Oh, what I hate. Little pieces of crap like you. Look at you, all scared, crying.
Don't even think about lying to me. Riddler, tell me everything.
Okay, don't hurt me. This is all I know.
You've been very educational.
What's on TV right now?
I can hurt you more than you can imagine. Tell me about Riddler.
Riddler? Okay, I don't know much. Now, Doc, don't hurt me.
I can't guarantee that.
My intellect towers above yours, Batman. I wonder if you'll ever solve this riddle.
What the hell? What do I have to kill to get some grub?
While in my custody. Do not approach the security wall surrounding the facility. Any attempt to approach the wall will be considered an act of treason and will be met with extreme force. All vigilance must surrender themselves to full psychiatric examination. Failure to surrender. Elderly aspects. Analyze and test psychiatric. Rule 3. Tiger operatives have full jurisdiction in Arkham City. If for any reason the Tiger failure to adopt this position will be considered an aggressive response and will be met with extreme force. These rules are mandatory, and by the power vested in me, the people of Gotham City, lawful. While in my custody, you will follow the rules of Arkham City. These rules ensure your continued well-being. Rule 1. Do not open the security wall surrounding the facility. Any attempt to approach the wall will be considered an act of escape and will be met with extreme force. Rule 2. All prisoners must surrender themselves for full psychiatric examination when requested.
I'm only doing this as a courtesy, Strange. Don't think you've beaten me.
I just thought we could both benefit from a little talk, Mr. Cobblepot.
Don't try that psycho mumbo-jumbo with me, Strange. I'm not like the other crazies.
Of course not. After all, considering the challenges you faced.
Challenges? What freaking challenges? You're no better than me. No one is. I own this place.
Well, to be clear, I allow you certain freedoms, but let's continue. Why do you feel the need to own anything? I believe it is a mechanism to compensate for some childhood inadequacy. You were friends with the Waynes, correct?
I was. Till someone did the world a favor and blew the brains out of little Wayne's self-righteous parents. I was laughing for weeks. It still brings a smile to my face.
And you think that's okay?
Okay? No, I don't think it's okay. I think it's bloody hysterical. That family destroyed mine. What happened to them? Well, it couldn't have happened to nicer people.
Take a seat, Mr. Cobblepot.
What is it now, Strange?
I wanted to talk about your apparent hatred of the Waynes. Your outburst last time was most interesting.
Oh, it's simple, really. I don't like the snivelling little bastard. Look at him. All high and mighty because someone killed Mummy and Daddy.
Most people look upon him with sympathy.
No, they don't. They're jealous. Jealous of his money, his cars, his women. He lost the sympathy vote when he vanished for all those years. I can't tell you how much I hoped he was visiting his dear Mum and Dad.
Where do you suppose he went?
How am I supposed to know?
Let us move on, then.
No. It's time that you do something for me.
And what is that?
Here's a list. Told you, Strange. No more little questions until you give me what I want.
Take a look, Mr. Cobblepot. Here is a purchase order for the various firearms you require. I must say, you chose an exotic selection.
I only take the best.
A wise strategy.
So what's yours?
Excuse me?
What are you up to? Why would you give me of all people, guns, explosives, all this stuff?
Arkham City is an experiment, Mr. Cobblepot. A new way of thinking. We've separated you from society, so I am more than willing to study the results if you all just decide to kill each other. Besides, your feud with the Joker is intriguing.
I was here first. I bought my museum in the Iceberg Lounge fair and square. It was you and that Mayo who stuck us all together.
Again, you refer to owning things. Quite fascinating. I believe we gave you the opportunity to leave.
And take over my turf. Never.
Good evening, Mr. Cobblepot. I trust you received the second delivery.
Yeah, I did. I don't know what you did to those dribbling monkeys, Strange, but they were perfect.
I'm glad. It appears that we can both help each other.
If you say so. I suppose it doesn't hurt that by the time I'm done with them, they're usually in too many pieces for anyone to know what you're really getting up to in those rooms of yours.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Of course not. So, Hugo. The clown. She really dying?
It appears so. Self-inflicted, of course, but yes, he is. He has Mr. Freeze working on a potential cure, but I am sure neither of us want him to get his hands on it, do we? Sit down, Mr. Dent. It is Mr. Dent I am talking to, right?
Use a real name. I'll kill you for this.
Really? Look at your coin. It wants you to tell me about that day and...
What is it, Strange? Are you enjoying this?
Not in the slightest. Let's go back further. How is he today?
The prisoner has been quiet. Since getting those coins, he has spent most of his time examining them.
Good. Hello, Harvey. Are you ready to talk?
Leave us. We don't want to talk. Not to you.
Please, take a seat. I have one last thing to discuss, and then I will give you something in return.
I don't know. I can't decide. It's too confusing.
Of course it is. I want to talk about Mr. Wayne.
Why?
Indulge me.
We don't like the guy.
Hardly surprising. Did you ever consider that you were alike? A traumatic event created you. An equally traumatic event altered him.
He's nothing like us. There's no risk, no danger. It's just money and girls. We should kill him.
Maybe you should.
We're ready.
Good. Now, one last thing. Your face.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
The eye. I believe it was the result of a bar brawl, correct?
Torag got lucky. He got his, though. He took my eye. I took both of his. Left him trying to walk across the Gotham freeway at rush hour. Hilarious.
You're a rich man, Mr. Cobblepot. You could have had that glass removed.
They said it was impossible. And what the hell? I think it gives me a more unique look. Know what I mean? Now, where is Freeze?
He's right here, in the room next door. You can take him with you. Are you familiar with the term Napoleon complex?
No. What is it?
It's nothing. Oh, and one last thing. Here is a list of 10 prisoners I believe work for you.
Yeah? So what? You want to saw their heads open and scoop out their brains too?
No. I just thought you'd like to know that they are all in the employ of the GCPD.
What?
I believe you know what to do with them. I don't like being spied on, Mr. Cobblepot. Good night.
Batman!
It's far from This question can only be answered from it. You've been warned. People aren't the only unstable part. If you find the name, does the cash come hand in hand? Who's crazy enough to date this guy? Got to be an escape.
Bruce Wayne got put in Arkham City. I'd like to get 5 minutes with that rich son of a bitch. I feel this place getting worse. Minute by minute. This place gets more dangerous every day.
Escape. That's bullcrap. If you find the name, does the cash come hand in hand? Who's crazy enough to date this guy?
Fancy it. What are you waiting for?
Ain't still been open? Is that a shopping mall now? How much more can you take, little girl? Please, help me! No one's coming, little girl. You either do what I want, or I kill you here and now.
It's just, if you make me kill you, I'm gonna take my time.
If you find the name, does the cash come hand in hand? Who's crazy enough to date this guy?
How come the phone still work anyway? Turn on the heat.
Look, the bad news is the captain took out the boss. I was there.
30 days has November,
whatever.
April, June, and September.
Assuming none
Of
of you have
28
ideas,
is but
I
one.
say
All the rest are
let's run around in circles over the Joker's undeniable acid. Batman, he's here!
$30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except February, to which we 28 size. The new year gives us 29. 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31, except for February alone, to which we 28 assign.
We found the prisoner attempting to break into your office, sir.
I see. Leave us.
Yes, sir.
Well, well, as I live and breathe, Professor Hugo Strange. Your posters really don't do you justice. You really are far more evil-looking in real life.
Charmed. Tell me, what do you plan to do, Miss Kyle? I assume that you were attempting to break into my office in order to retrieve your ill-gotten gains.
You stole them from me.
Hardly. The items were confiscated upon your arrest.
Yeah, about that. This holiday camp of yours is quaint and all, Hugo, but I don't think I'll be staying too long.
Escape is impossible.
A girl loves a challenge.
So do I.
Thank God it's you, Batman.
It took me a while to get all the way back here.
So, we meet again, Mr. Mayor.
Miss Vale, I really don't have anything to say.
Really? How about the fact that it was you that hired Hugo Strange?
It wasn't my fault.
Oh? Then whose was it? Gotham wants to know. Gotham needs to know.
I have no comment. Now please leave me alone.
Would you like to set the record straight? Tell Gotham exactly what's happening in Arkham City?
This is Vicky Vale, coming to you live from the mayor's office in downtown Gotham. Today is your first chance to put questions directly to the mayor. As you know, Mayor Sharp's criminal quarantine program was the main platform that won him the election. Now that the facility is fully operational, does Gotham still feel the same way about it? Are the rumors of prison brutalization true? Are you happy with your tax dollars funding a program like this? More on tonight's show.
Tell me, what would you do if I let you go? Attempt to escape? Try and find the confiscated items? Contact the Batman?
Why would I contact him? It's his fault I'm in here.
Is it? I believe you would have escaped if greed had not got the better of you. He was actually in the process of rescuing you, was he not?
I didn't need his help.
Or any man's, it appears.
Come on. You're going somewhere with this. Spit it out.
I've been studying you.
I can see. My eyes are up here, by the way.
Very amusing. Tell me, what was it like growing up alone? Fending for yourself? Doing whatever was necessary to stay alive?
Please, I'm tearing up here.
And Holly, what would you do if I sent my men after her?
Touch her, and you're dead.
How about that interview, Batman? Would you like to set the record straight? Tell Gotham exactly what's happening in Arkham City? How about that interview, Batman?
Please just leave me alone.
Welcome, Gotham, to the Vicky Vale Show. And welcome to Gotham's new mayor, Quincy Sharp.
Good evening, Miss Vale.
So, Mr. Mayor, the question I put to you, Arkham City, success or potential powder keg?
What a question, Vicky. You don't mind if I call you Vicky, do you?
Of course not, Quincy.
Well, Vicky, I can only describe the last 6 months as having been a great success. The people spoke. They said they were sick of crime in Gotham. They said they didn't want to place their safety, their children's safety, in the hands of vigilantes like Batman, Nightwing, and there's at least one more.
The Huntress. The Creeper?
Whoever. Listen, Vicky. The people wanted a sane solution, and I've provided one. My administration has taken steps to guarantee the personal safety of each and every member of Gotham, from the rich to the poor, by separating the disgusting criminal element that eats away at our fine city like a cancer from the good people who want only to live their lives in peace. I have struck a blow that will change this great city forever.
And what do you say to those who campaign against the plan? To those who call it inhumane? I believe the campaign against the Zone has its fair share of celebrity members. Take Bruce Wayne, for example.
Mr. Wayne will soon come over to our side. I have great faith. In fact, I have a meeting scheduled with his people for tomorrow. We must never forget that it was filthy degenerates, like the prisoners of Arkham City, who were responsible for murdering Mr. Wayne's family.
Even so, Bruce Wayne doesn't seem to be a huge fan of your plans.
Time will tell, Vicky. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Of course. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
That was what Quincy Sharp, mayor of Gotham City, had to say last week. I wonder how he feels now that Bruce Wayne has been sent into Arkham City.
I told you everything. Please, just leave me alone.
Is this night over yet? I made it. I couldn't have done it without you. Is this night over yet? I can't believe Strange sent someone to kill me. That's it. I'm getting out of here, and then I'm telling everyone what Strange did in here. Thanks, Batman. You got time to say a few words? No? Figures. That's it. I'm getting out of here, and then I'm telling everyone what Strange did in here.
Have you calmed down yet?
Where is she?
That depends on your next answer. If you could save one person tonight, who would it be? Holly? Or the Batman?
He can look after himself.
Good. Holly is safe for now. Let us talk about Batman.
What do you think I can tell you that you don't already know? You've been sending your goons after him for months. He said you were studying him.
So you speak. Good. You never knew your father, correct?
Enough, Strange. This is over.
If you say so. Captain, do you have the girl in your sights?
Yes, sir.
Kill her.
No!
Are you prepared to talk? I thought so. Keep the girl targeted, Captain.
You bastard.
Shall we continue? Your father. Did you ever meet him?
Never knew the son of a bitch.
Unfortunate. He certainly seems to have made an impact on you. The distrust of men, for example. Your relationship with Batman, would you call it close?
Me and the Brooding One get along just fine.
But you want more. But you can't trust men, can you?
What? Look, he's spoken for. He must be. How else could he resist all this?
You're both very similar, aren't you? A shared disregard for the law, a belief that you are doing the right thing, and a similar taste in attire. But beneath the surface, there is a weakness.
Like hell.
You both risk everything for a chance at redemption. You tell yourself it's to help her. He does the same for the boy. It's all just to make his life more complete. to become the father he never knew.
You don't know anything about him.
And neither do you. He hasn't confided in you because he doesn't trust you. And it hurts, doesn't it? I touched a raw nerve, didn't I?
Are you still here?
You're hurt because he knows who you are, but you don't know anything about him. Do you love him?
No!
Holly is safe. I have little interest in the life of a teenage delinquent, unless, of course, she finds herself in my facility.
What was all this about, Strange? Do you enjoy making people beg?
Not at all. I am only interested in what makes people do what they do. Soon you will not have to worry about the Batman. Steal what you like, do what you must, in a futile attempt to steal his heart. You will fail.
You sound pretty sure of yourself.
Plans are afoot, Miss Kyle. Soon you may wish to reevaluate your admiration for him. I will be the one standing over his body, and the world will know that Hugo Strange is better than him.
Yeah, whatever.
Two-Face has placed what you are looking for in his safe in his old campaign office. He is someone else who cannot let go of his past. I hope that the contents of that safe make you happy.
This is getting crazy. They gotta feed us, right? madness began. Look out! Can you see where the madness began? Hell, we can't deal with all that crap for Strange's fault.
Prisoner's here, sir.
Very good. Send him in.
But we haven't got the suit off him yet. He's dangerous. Are you sure?
Of course. Victor Fries and I have much in common. We will be fine. Welcome to my facility. Please, take a seat.
I prefer to stand. Why am I here?
Oh, Victor, there will be plenty of time for that later. Right now, I wish to get to know you. Discover how you came to have such a frosty outlook on life.
I have nothing to say to you. You may have taken my weapons, but my suit still has considerable offensive capabilities. I will freeze the marrow in your legs. Each bone will shatter and fracture while you remain completely aware of your impending paralysis, begging me to end you.
I don't think that you will do that, Victor.
Really? Why not?
Simple. If you hurt me, your wife will die.
Where is she? Where is my wife?
Nora is in safe hands. Now, let's discuss an incident from your childhood.
No.
Then this is over. Guard.
Wait. What do you wish to learn?
Your early years were troubled.
I was not a sociable child, but that is all.
Even your parents disowned you. They sent you away to a reform school, correct?
They did not understand my work.
Your work? According to a police report, you froze over a dozen of your neighbor's pets.
I have always had an interest in cryonic preservation. I didn't understand why my parents allowed our sick pets to die instead of attempting to save them. So I set about finding my own way. I intended to revive all of those creatures.
But you didn't. Which brings us to Nora.
Have you ever seen a flower die? Watched something that was once so beautiful, so full of life, collapse and rot from within?
You refer to Nora's illness.
It seems like yesterday when I first found her. It all happened so quickly. Suddenly, I was losing her.
Did you seek help? What about your employer, GothCorp?
I hid it from them, diverting resources from GothCorp's research in an attempt to find the cure. But in the end, I failed. Time was running out. I knew that if I was discovered, Nora would die.
Why take that risk?
Do you know what it is to love someone? To really love them?
No.
Nora was all I could think of. I reran the diagnostics, re-examined every detail from every angle, certain that I had missed something. I cursed myself for being so blind, so stupid. Surely there was a cure. I just needed more time. Then I realized what I had to do. I had worked without sleep for a week. My needs didn't seem important. Sleep didn't matter. Food didn't matter. There was only her. I looked at Nora and I told her that I loved her. She told me there was nothing I could do, that we should just accept fate. She smiled her beautiful smile as she said it. I promised to cure her. And then I pressed the button.
You cryogenically froze her, keeping her on ice, so to speak, while you worked on a cure. It broke your heart, but now you had all the time in the world. Did you feel relieved?
I went home and fell into a deep sleep. For the first time since we discovered Nora's illness, I dared to dream. But for weeks I had ignored my superior's attempts to contact me. The next morning I overslept. By the time I got to the lab, Ferris Boyle, the CEO, was there waiting.
What did he do?
He accused me of industrial espionage, which I denied. But then his guards found Nora. Boyle told me that, like all of my research, she belonged to him. I was enraged. I attacked him. His guards beat me back, and in the struggle, I was drenched by the cryogenic chemical I had created. I lay on the floor, helpless, watching the guards steal Nora away. Boyle told me it was a tragedy for such a promising mind to perish in a lab accident. Then he left me to die.
But you survived.
The chemicals were absorbed into my body and transformed my metabolism. My body went numb. I felt a strange tingling, then searing pain all over. Each breath ignited my lungs. I clawed my way back to a refrigeration unit, and as I closed the door behind me, I felt the icy chill calm my aching body. Things suddenly seemed clear.
What seemed clear? Finding a cure for Nora?
No. Revenge. Boyle would pay.
You failed to kill Ferris Boyle, though, didn't you?
Yes.
Why?
You know why. Batman. Though he did return Nora to safety. Until you got her.
See? There you go. Blame me, blame your parents because you failed to revive the neighbor's pets, blame Ferris Boyle for spoiling your plans to cure Nora, blame Batman for stopping your revenge against Boyle. And now, your Nora is in danger.
Because of you.
No, Victor. Because of you. You have always had a heart of ice. You stole people's pets. You stole GothCorp resources. And since then, you've stolen so much more for your own selfish scientific inquiries. If you had shared your genius with others, devoted your energy to medicine instead of crime, perhaps your ice princess would be at home now, preparing you a hot meal, instead of being delivered to the Joker.
No!
You could have saved Nora a long time ago, Victor.
It's all for her. Everything. I will get her back. And when I do, I'm coming for you.
Thank you. We are done now.
Nora.
Anyone in there? No sense of humor. Ah, the strong and silent type, eh? Think you're safe behind that mask? Give me 20 minutes and a can opener, and I'll have you whimpering like a schoolgirl. You might like it.
That's enough, patient. Guard, leave us.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon. My name is Professor Hugo Strange. And you are...
Two-Face. Catwoman. Batman.
We can play these games as long as you like.
Great. I love games.
Not in my facility, you won't. I am offering you this opportunity to make a deal. I am fully aware of your condition. The last thing you have is time. But I can make your final days more comfortable.
And in return, I'd be giving you...
I wish to study you. I need to know why you are the way you are.
I don't have long, Doc. You're going to need more than some psycho mumbo-jumbo to get to the bottom of what's wrong with me.
Oh, I have more than that. Much more. So, do we have a deal? How are you feeling today?
You promised me another doctor, Strange.
Maybe you shouldn't have killed the one I sent last week. What made you do it?
Fish gotta swim, birds gotta fly. Besides, it was worth it to see the look on her face. Hey, you know what? I think I've got a piece of it here in my pocket.
You are trying my patience. That was the third doctor you've killed.
Well, keep on sending them, Doc. I'm trying to break my record.
I think it is time for you to do something for me.
Name it, Doc.
Tell me how you came to be. Explain what made you what you are today. How you come to be sitting across the table from me. Dying.
Is that all? Well, I guess you could say I once had a very bad day.
Really? Go on.
It was a Thursday night. Things had been getting worse. I was 3 days from the bank foreclosing on my home. The chemical plant I work nights at was about to lay off half the workforce. And I was sitting in the hospital, holding the hand of my pregnant wife, wishing to God that she wasn't dead.
That must have been upsetting for you.
Probably was. Back then, though, all I knew was that if I didn't let old man Falcone's men into the plant that night, they'd have killed me too. So here's the thing. I had to decide. Could I live without her? Was there any point going on? I've got to admit it. I was scared. Not of being dead, you understand.
No one would blame you if you were. It is perfectly common.
Do I look common? No, I was scared of the part just before you die, when you don't know what is about to happen, when you're desperately clutching at life and trying to hold on with slippery, blood-covered hands. So I made a decision right there.
And what was that?
That is a story for another day, Strange. I think I may need to see a doctor. Get me one.
You were telling me about the night your wife died.
Oh, no, Hugo. As I recall, I was waiting for you to send me another doctor.
We both know I have sent you 3 more doctors.
Did you?
Yes. One was left dismembered outside the elevator to my office. The other 2 have not been seen since they were sent to you.
How careless. Listen, Doc.
Professor.
Okay, Professor. I'll give you a little more. I just hope you're taking notes. It's the day after, and I'm standing in the freezing rain, just staring at the chemical plant, feeling numb. Jeannie was dead. It didn't seem real. I can remember the day I first met her. Her infectious smile as I told her bad joke after bad joke. How Even after living with the pathetic wretch I was, she still wanted my child. And then they arrived. Reality's way of yanking me another wedgie. Falcone's men told me to cheer up. He said, things could be worse. I asked him how. He grabbed me by the collar, pulled me close. He'd been eating garlic, and each word stank as he threatened to perform oral surgery on me with a nail and a brick. Creative guy. They hand me a box. I remember thinking it was heavy. Was it a bomb? A gun? I'd never used a gun before. Were they that heavy?
And what was in the box?
How's that doctor coming along?
I'll get you one.
And when you do, I'll tell you the rest.
You are looking a little better, yes.
Well, I have my good days and bad days, but I do try and start each one with a smile.
Are you ready to continue your story?
Yeah, why not? So where was I?
The box.
Ah, yes, the box. So there I was, tearing open this box, expecting the worst. And all it had in it was a crazy red dome and a cloak. I thought they were having a joke with me, but oh no. They made me put it on. They said it was a disguise. It would keep me safe. It smelled like garlic. And that was it, really. I was dressed up like a spaceman, barely able to see, trying to break into the one place in this town that had given me a job. Have you ever tried to walk with an enormous fishbowl on your head? Don't answer that. It's hard. I couldn't see where I was going. I must have tripped one of the alarms. I heard muffled gunfire. I panicked and tried to run. And then I saw him.
Who?
Batman.
Really?
Yes, really. Batman tried to hit me. I moved out of the way, but, well, what you need to understand is I had this giant bowl on my head, and I lost my balance. It's like life, really. 1 minute everything's bad, and the next your wife's dead and you're hanging on for dear life, suspended over a tank of experimental chemicals. I'm sure he'd say he tried to save me, but we all know he didn't. I fell. For a second, just as I hit the surface, I thought I may just get away with this.
I assume that wasn't the case.
Do I look like I got away with it? I was drowning. The chemicals were burning my skin. My entire body felt like it was on fire. And it was all his fault.
Whose fault? Batman's?
Who else?
Yours?
Come again?
Let me tell you what I believe. I believe that you have fabricated a series of events that you use to conceal the truth about your condition. I have read 12 different accounts of your past, all different, except for one detail. Batman.
What can I say? I like to keep things interesting. A wise man once told me that if you have to have an origin story, you're better off making it multiple choice.
And never facing up to the truth of what happened. What you did. How you got here.
Oh, I know exactly how I got here. A big truck brought me here from Arkham. You remember the asylum, don't you?
Of course.
Well, good. Because I'd hate to think that I'd fabricated seeing you watching me in my cell all those times.
Excuse me?
Hugo, you merry maniac. You were obsessed with me. You all were trying to get in here. Next thing you'll tell me it wasn't you who sent old Sharpie over the edge. Nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
So here's the thing. If you want to make sure that no one else finds out about your past, you should stop poking your nose into mine. Oh, and send me another doc. I think I need a second opinion.
Listen to me, Harvey. I am going to give you a simple choice. This is your coin.
Is it? Why should I trust you?
It was your father's, correct? You know every inch of it. When you close your eyes, you can feel it, can't you?
Give me it, please.
I want you to understand what I'm about to tell you. You believe that this coin determines the fate of your world. I, however, believe that your condition has always been present. It was there before you were attacked, and it is still there now. You probably had headaches. Your wife found you unpredictable, scary sometimes.
Give us it!
I'm going to throw the coin in the air. If you let it fall, I will do whatever I can to cure you. I will help you become the man you used to be.
Or
if you grab it, I will let you loose in Arkham City, and I will tell you what Catwoman is doing right this second.
I can't decide.
You have to. At this moment, Catwoman is preparing to steal the contents of the safe in your old campaign office.
Bitch! We need to stop her!
And you may. Goodbye, Mr. Dent.
We're dead. The hell up. We need to keep looking or we're all dead. I'm sure it came from over there. Came from over here, I'm sure of it. Huh? I'm sure it came from over there. Huh? Over here, I got him. He's over here.
How much more can you take, little girl? No one's coming, little girl. You either do what I want, or I kill you here and now.
It's just, if you make me kill you, I'm gonna take...
Looks like another victim of the identity thief. I need to scan the area to see if there are any more clues to his identity and whereabouts. Oracle, I've reconstructed a clean set of fingerprints, but there's no match to anything in the Gotham criminal databases. I'm uploading the prints to you now. Check these against every record in the country. The MO is the same as for the previous victim. First, the killer paralyzes the vocal cords and then removes the face before bandaging up the head. It's definitely him, and it looks like he's stepping up his attacks. A crime with this level of precision requires weeks of premeditation. These aren't just random attacks.
Batman, I found a match for the print, but there must be a mistake. This can't be correct.
Who do the prints belong to?
You. These are Bruce Wayne's fingerprints. How's that possible?
I have no idea.
Bruce, I don't know how to say this, but
What's wrong, Barbara?
I've been thinking about the identity theft case. Don't get angry. But how can you actually be sure that it wasn't you who killed those people? I mean, they were your fingerprints at the scene.
What did you say?
Not intentionally, but clearly you're not well. That place is full of maniacs who could take advantage of a situation like that. Think about it. What if Crane got to you again? You know Strange's reputation. Maybe he planted the idea back when you met him. I don't like it, but...
It wasn't me. I'm sure it wasn't.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry. I just, well, you know...
Another victim. Sooner or later, the killer will slip up. Let's hope it's this time. As with the others, the victim's face was removed pre-mortem with surgical precision. The care taken suggests the killer is more concerned with the parts he's taking than what he leaves behind. Someone has taken a lot of care to cover their tracks. They used bleach to destroy any forensic evidence at the crime scene. Sometimes the lack of evidence is all you need. I'll filter for particles of the bleach and see who was so determined to cover their tracks.
What's up with this weather? It's him!
You killed that man and dumped his body back there. Why did you take his face?
It wasn't me. I just dumped the body. He told me to use bleach to clean it up.
Who told you?
Wayne, you know, the rich guy.
You're lying to me.
I'm not. There's an alley near the courtroom. That's where he is. He's crazy, man. You don't want to go in there.
This is the journal of Dr. Thomas Elliot. My work is complete. The pain, though still present, has been worth it. He will suffer for what he did to me. He will suffer the way I have suffered. As I look in the mirror, I understand how Leonardo felt when he finished the Mona Lisa. How Michelangelo felt when David was complete. My work has taken too long. Now it's time for my masterpiece to be unveiled. My new face is ready. I couldn't have put it better myself. I take it you're here to stop me?
What do you think?
I think you're too late.
You're a killer, a psychopath. I will stop you.
Really?
But
you look just like Bruce Wayne. It took time, of course, to find the perfect donors, to graft on the flesh, and finally to lose myself in order to create this. 6 people died. Unfortunate, but necessary to complete my plan. Why would you believe good old-fashioned revenge? To be honest, I don't care if you do. Wayne will suffer, and you will not stop me. I can see you have your hands full with Arkham City, but it's time for me to leave now. Pray we do not meet again. Next time, I will not be in such a generous mood.
closed the file on the identity thief, Oracle.
Have you caught him?
No. Prepare a new file on Dr. Thomas Elliot. I'm uploading all the details from his surgery.
Elliot? The famous surgeon? Didn't you used to be friends?
We were. A long time ago.
So he was the identity thief? Hang on. This says he used the faces he collected to make a new one that looked like yours. I mean, Bruce Wayne's. Is he crazy? No offense. Are you going after him?
He's gone. He's left Arkham City. I'll hunt him down tomorrow.
Arkham City needs a new warden.
What's good for me and potentially fatal for you, Dark Knight? Don't bother taxing your tiny mind, for the answer is obviously my final puzzle. Will you save the ignorant guard? I'll be shocked if you do.
Help me, please!
As you can see, Dark Knight, that ignorant guard is currently experiencing the shocking sensation of her own mortality. Can you help her without experiencing yours? And squeezed out a predictable solution. How will you attempt to solve this next puzzle? This challenge was designed by me to defeat you. I do believe it's working. Surely the great Batman can progress without cheating and looking for answers online. I am shocked at your inability to progress, Dark Knight. A rat could beat this room with only a piece of cheese as motivation. should I wait before telling you the answer? Do you need help, Dark Knight? This is working out better than even I could have predicted. You are lost, confused, and beaten by the Riddler. A brute force approach to a simple conundrum, Dark Knight. How predictable. You weren't supposed to do that! That room was impossible! How did you... Oh, this isn't over, Dark Knight. You may have defeated me tonight, but I'll be back.
Where is he?
I'll deal with Riddler. Just tell me the code.
Code?
He gave everyone else a code. Why didn't he give you one?
He sounded like he thought you'd die in here. I guess he was wrong. Is there anything I can do?
No. Get back to the church when you can. Oracle, we've got a problem. I solved the last Riddler room, but there wasn't a radio frequency.
What's he up to?
I don't think he thought I'd defeat his last room.
That's good, right?
He's still got hostages from the church. If they're still alive, I need to find them. Search every record about the buildings he's used so far. There may be a connection there.
Knock, knock, Professor. Guess who?
I grow tired of these insipid games, Mr. Nigma. If you wish to speak to me, my guards will escort you safely to my tower.
Please, Hugo. If you're going to set a trap, at least pretend to try harder than that.
No traps, Edward. I simply wish to grant you safe passage through Arkham City. I think the time has come for us to meet as equals.
You, Strange? My equal? I am the man whose cunning will soon have Batman lying at my feet, bloodied and broken.
Really?
Then I will pull off his mask and look into his dull, dying eyes. In that last instant, he will know that I have finally beaten him. And I will finally know who he really is.
My apologies, Edward. I see now we are nowhere near equals.
Finally.
You see, like me, you are obsessed with the Batman. But unlike me, you don't know who he really is, do you?
What?
I'm sorry. I don't know anything about what he's planning. I wish I did.
Right. Listen to me carefully. I still have one of those guards, so I'll just need a couple of days and I will make a puzzle so taxing that you will never solve it. I will. You'll see.
I think I've found something that links all the Riddler rooms. It looks like they were all owned by a Mr. Fine. He seems to have acted as some sort of property broker.
When was this?
Before Arkham City was built. It's a long shot, I know, but he sold one other property 3 months before Arkham opened. There's no record of who to, but I'm sending you the location now.
Thanks, Oracle. I'll check it out.
I tell you that I'd be very disappointed if you came back here without any bills. I did my medication. Without it, I'd just get angry. Doctor told me that was why I took up my frustrations on worms like you. Please, you don't need to hurt me again. I can't believe you saved me.
That's right, worms. Keep walking. You remember how to walk, don't you?
Riddler, when I get out of here, I'm gonna hurt you for this. You hear me?
Come now, Mr. Cash. In order to hurt me, you would have to break free from the predicament you currently find yourself in, and attack me in such a way that does not cause me to press this remote detonator, distributing your primitive DNA all over the walls.
I'll do it.
You'll try, I'll give you that. But I doubt you will succeed without blowing yourself up. Oh, and I'm sure I mentioned the remote detonator I have here. One press, Cash. You ignorant buffoons will be all over the walls. This cannot be happening. Do you really expect me to fall for this dark night? I know you won't kill me.
True, but you can't say the same about the others, can you?
Get your ass moving, Riddler.
You can't tell me what to do.
Do I need to press the button?
What? No. You'll pay for this, Batman.
You sure this thing won't work?
No. But there's no point in letting him know that, is there?
I'll keep him walking all night, and when he realizes he's been fooled, I'll drag his ass back to a cell.
I know you were lying, Strange. There is no way that you could have figured it out. It's some kind of trick.
It must be.
Oh, I use no tricks, no childish puzzles. I simply created a psychological profile of the man most likely to be the Batman, and then matched it against the most logical candidate. I was right, of course.
Well, who is he?
Ah, but that would spoil the game for you, wouldn't it?
You must tell me. I implore you, Strange.
Really, Edward? If I could figure it out, it must be child's play for you.
But I...
Interesting. Tell me, Edward, how is the Riddler like a blank dictionary? You're both at a loss for words.
Get out of my way!
Why did he do this to us? I couldn't have walked for much longer. Thank you. Oh, Cash, makes that evil son of a bitch.
I haven't won here, Dark Knight!
Forever.
What are you doing?
I couldn't have kept going for much longer.
These insects don't deserve to be saved, and they won't be. I'll find a way to have my revenge. Gotham will pay, I swear! I will make all you kneel before me, and it will be your fault, Batman! What are you doing? You're in my way!